Has with a few minor differences. And both animals have a prehensile tongue, which means that they can use their tongue just like a hand and they can reach out and grab things with it.
You were wondering where that green...
It looks like there's a little bit of a curious bongo in the road up ahead of us, so we're just going to hang here for just a minute, let him have a chance to maybe step out of the road. He's interested in that water, but can't really get to it. Bongos have a cool nickname and reputation of being the ghosts of the forest because they are so quiet and stealthy when they move through the little litter, you hardly even know they're there at all.
There's my neighbors like that. I'll bring my neighbor dinner, they learn something. They bring their kids down here, maybe they learn something.
The really big birds here to our left, these are saddle-billed storks. This one that's going to be really close to us here on the left-hand side, you can check out her eye color. That is actually going to define whether she's a male or a female, her eye color. This one has yellow eyes, and then the one that's further down towards the water has black eyes. And that is how you can tell the difference between the two. Bongos will mate for life, so we have a cute little husband and wife duo here. No more hippos?
They must be very tolerant.
On the right-hand side, there is a tan-colored antelope up on top of the hill there. There's going to be another one here as soon as we make this little turn here. These are called greater kudus. They are female, and we can tell by their lack of horns. Male kudus have horns that will grow and potentially be about 6 feet long when they're fully grown, and they'll also spiral as they grow. Alright, our next adventure is going to be towards the Safi River where the animals like to hang out in or just around the water. So let's head on up there. We will go check it out and see who we can find. Let's head on up. To the left, there are a couple of Nile hippos hanging out behind the island there. They are nocturnal, so they will sleep for most of the day and then come out and do their socializing overnight. At night, they will make a noise called a wheeze honk. It is a very unique sound. It sounds like a really big pig, if you can imagine that. They can actually tell each other apart just by that one noise. They know who's friend, who's foe, who's family, and who's not. The big birds that were back there on the island, those were called pink-backed pelicans. They get that name because when they fall in love during mating season, the skin on their back will turn a very light shade of pink. Alright, my friends, remember to remain seated as we cross over this bridge. We're heading over some Nile crocodiles. When a Nile crocodile is fully grown, it can grow to be about as long as a giraffe is tall, somewhere between 16 and 20 feet long, and they can live to be up to 100 years old. They also have really great parenting skills. When they lay eggs and it's time for those eggs to hatch, the crocs will take the eggs in between their teeth and really gently roll them around and crack the shell, which makes it much easier for that baby to break through the shell and come into the world. right here in the savannah. These are going to be Ankole cattle with these really, really large horns. Those horns look like they would be really heavy and really dense, but they are mostly hollow and made up of a honeycomb structure. Throughout that structure, there are blood vessels that will pump pretty vigorously throughout the course of the day and can help cool that animal off by about 10 degrees on hot days in Africa.
Good.